midweek stream. Finally, we have some good numbers in the market coming in and going out as well at the same time. But right now we are in the position that we might see some quiet before any storm will hit us in any both direction, of course. So yeah, let's go by and look what the market preparing for us, kind of ish. Let's see what we're gonna have for the next couple of days. It's gonna be volatile. We know that we have pulse peaking numbers coming in, and there are still things coming into the market. So yeah, both ways, either way, it's gonna be volatile. We are quite in a small range for now. We have some bids that holding us down, and either way, from the low as well, 300 around ish Bitcoin, and on top of that we have a little bit more than 1.5k. So it's still sideways for a bit. It's good, nice. We prepare for something so we can take and get some nice shorts or longs in both ways, depends how the structure is forming. Be careful, it's going to be volatile. Keep that in mind for the next couple of days. And yeah, let's have a look what we have more to go by. I just want to go and hover over those kind of metrics. They are quite nice as well to see that we see that a little bit more longs are and positions are taken in, or shorts, I want to say. So yeah. And still we might take the rest of below what's left behind, but I'm not sure if we're gonna go that deep. But there is still some things to go by. And there is one more, and I want to have a look on hype as well, because I'm quite heavy on hype right now. Not much left to do on top of it, so we might even if we're gonna push higher, then yeah, it's gonna be easier and quicker to go to the all-time high. Just because there is not much that's gonna keep us like lower or in the resistance, but we still can have some bounces from the lower price action. But let's see how that's gonna play out in a couple days from now. So for now, I am technically in a small kind of a short on hype. My longs are still taking over. I try to scalp it, and let's see how that's gonna take over. If there is gonna be bigger breakout from it, then yeah, I might ladder more into it in a position. Bitcoin, I'm not really like specific trading Bitcoin right now. I'm still in my long, and I have a little bit of the short from the top still running. So let's see how that's gonna play out. I don't mind that to leave that for a second. Let's see if we're gonna break down a little bit to the downside. If not, then I want you to go and no, that's not the over here. Heat map. Mentioned today as well on Bike stream. Technically, we grab the low liquidity below us, and there is some stacking into it above us. So yeah, there is some resistance if we're not gonna gain that, and we start to fill the little bit the gap below us. So let's see how thick that's gonna be, if that's gonna stay become thicker and thicker. So yeah, there is gonna be more chance to grab that, all of it. If not, then we might have a continuation either way to the upside. So let's see how that's gonna play out either way. Okay, let's put that on the side. Recording's fine. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on that one on the side. The bits, if they are moving or not, they're still there. They didn't pull them, so let's see how long they're gonna keep that over there. So going by Bitcoin chart, first thing first. Just by the plain chart only, we didn't break to the upside yet. The week what we had, the liquidation grab week, what we had, when was it? Monday, right? That settled quite significant, the move to the downside as well. We broke the 4-hour structure already. This has been quite significant broken. I really thought that we were gonna turn around, but we still like carry on to the side of it. Technically, what we did and what we are doing right now is bearish backtesting the whole swing, and to the T, we literally did that. We bearish backtest the whole swing. We didn't break it. The structure is still to the side, to the sideways, or lower if we start to trade lower price action as well. So far, we see a little bit weakness coming into the market, right? Technically, that doesn't mean that we will still go to 90k or whatever. We need to break more. So what did you do with this move? Means the wick down, we close everything below that and then below this structure. This was kind of like a stop structure to go higher, or have kind of like a support area. Right now, if we're gonna come closer and close anything again below this structure, right, then I'm not sure if this is gonna hold us, but then definitely we will find support around the 97, like I mentioned last week on Sunday, that we're gonna go and have maybe a move from that side. That a little bit more on that later. So far, we are in the range, technically sideways, right? It's fine if you trade both, right? Short this and long this if you find support on it, and carry on to the side. Because the thing is, what they want to do is to, with this, grind and grind both ways liquidity, and then they're gonna decide which way they're gonna grab. All right, this doesn't mean that we lost everything yet. We still came up from it. We retested. That's a bearish retest technically, and we are coming down again to retest again the lows from it. So that's on the 4-hour. Daily, I've been mentioning that as well. On the daily side, we didn't reach the daily level 106. Still, we came close to it. We didn't reach it. We didn't flip it. So that's technically on the daily as well a bearish retest of the whole swing, what we did from the top to the bottom and then again to the high right now. So right now, if you want a blue sky breakout, you want to see this coming up, close anything above it, higher time frame, coming down, flip this level as support, and you have a continuation to go higher. That's the most bullish scenario ever what you're gonna see in the market right now, or in this position on Bitcoin. So that's one, and to keep an eye on it. If not, if we're still gonna carry on right to the side and we're gonna see any low formation, what you can have is one more liquidity grab, and then you're gonna go and test the lows of it. So far, everything above this level is bullish. Everything what's happening here is bullish. Why? Because we still, either way, we're coming low to 97.7K. We didn't break any structure to the upside, as in higher time frame, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever. Coming inside this structure over here, this is the support what we create right now, because we went higher than that structure. That's your support, the first previous support, what we're gonna come back to it to retest, to do or this move, this, or go lower, right? So you want to have this as a support, so you want to create this kind of move, and then you go higher. Then, and only then, when we're gonna get close to 97, we can start get worried about the structure, how we're gonna play it. Because all fine and dandy that we're gonna stay above 97, but coming inside this range, right, inside here, price action, that makes myself worry about if we're gonna go higher or not. Why? Because on this range over here, everything to the lower side, lower price action, right, lower levels, it's been already tested. There is nothing that will hold us from the lower levels over this. That means that this been tested, this been tested with the wicks, and this wick been tested, this whole structure. So what you're seeing right now, everything below this, it's been tested, so it's not gonna hold us. That's the only level what can. It doesn't need hold us to go higher, to regain this and go higher. Break that, you go back to 88K straight. So to make a better sense and perspective, what you want to see are those kind of moves. So this is the best one what you can have, right? That's the most bullish what you can receive. Then you have the sideways move. So this, and then you just skyrocket from it, right? And then you start break things. So you still can have this move and then go to the upside, just because we retest the highs of this one. But anything below this means we go there. As simple as that. Why? Because all of this shit been tested. It's not gonna hold us. So that's the only thing when we're gonna come close to 97. It's the worry, not really worry, like not panicking, but it's more like sign that we might go lower, right? Everything above 97, it's all fine and it's bullish as fuck still. I'm sorry for my French, but I don't know how else shall I say it, like on the way that everyone will understand it. Because people are still worrying about this range, but it's nothing to worry about. Why? Because it's a range. What does the market do 99% of the time? We are freaking ranging, right? So we range here, we will range over here, we did range over here. And only 1 and 2 times we had skyrocketing pump, right? Make sense? That's why. But now you need to follow every range. It's important. It's the most important price action and structure for your market and your positions. It's the most important thing. So what you do, you keep in track of the range, how the range is behaving. Simple as that. That's why we have our swing points, right? Why we have our swing points? Because you go to 4 hour and you see like in the beginning of the range, let me switch, hide this to make it easy. And like you see, this line, it's purple line just because that's the most point of interest what I want to see, to gain or lose. Then back in the range, when we've been over here, this was my low of the range because that was the lower price action that we went. This is my mid range because from this point we went higher and we create a higher close, right? So this is my higher swing. I don't care about the wicks. That's a liquidation grab. We came back into the range and we continue. This price action, I'm still not considering as a low. It's for me a deviation of the range and we came back into it. Make sense? So we did this and then this, come back and we continue in this. So that's the deviation of the range, right? For me, it happens. Sometimes it happens. I don't care about it as much as we gonna hold this and go further in the range, right? Coming back into it and start losing this, then you lost the whole range. So right now, exactly like the swing points are playing to the T, right? This is your low, this is your high. What did we do? Like, guys, I cannot stretch it enough. If someone didn't get this trade on 0.9, I'm sorry, but then you missed out on that one. Because that's how I play my ranges. My wicks technically are my stop loss. And my swing points are my entries or TPs or exits. That's how you play range, right? Then the next one, right? If I'm gonna see price action coming over here lower, right? And seeing some on lowest time frame, some confirming holding of it, and we might go higher, what should you do? Same thing. 0.5% still. And that's on fucking 4 hour, guys. That's nothing as risk management, right? That's how you play hedged range constantly. Yes, it's on 4 hour, but you can play it on higher time frame even as well. Lower time I will not bother, but 4 hour is perfect. And then which one is gonna take over? It's the runner. I don't need to worry about anything anymore, right? Either way, yes, I'm lower from long on the Bitcoin already, but that doesn't matter. I still can trade it, scalp, or on different accounts what I have. That's how you play this. That's why the swing levels are important, because they give you as well the entries, but they give you a position if they're gonna hold it or not. You see it clearly when you draw the line, because without it, this looks scary for people. Yes, I can understand, because you don't have nothing to hold on it. You don't have any direction. You don't have any information, and you don't know what's going on. When you start to mark them, you will see like, oh, wait, but that doesn't look that scary anymore. We are just ranging. What do we do 99% of the range in the market? We are ranging. Why not trade that range most of the time and then see which way it's gonna break out from it? Make sense so far? Like I said, both ways we took the liquidity, technically, right? Right now, we start forming back the liquidity into the market, right? Over here and over here. the way how you can see which way we're gonna go technically when we're gonna trade, or when we're gonna drop, or we're gonna go higher, the closes are matters. Right now, you need to see any close above this, any close above this level, come back, retest, and then you have continuation, right? Same thing to the side and to the downside. You come back, you close anything below this, you can up, retest it, and then you carry on. Same thing. That's why the swing points, but most important are the closes. I think Viking as well can stretch it enough how important are 4 hour close. Right? There is a reason as well why we did this move. And it's not a manipulation. This move is we went lower, we closed lower, right? And look what we did afterwards. Oh my God, what did I do? Where I am. Oh. Sometimes I'm... So we went lower, right? We closed below the whole structure. We came up. Look what we did. Where did we close? Below the previous swing. This was your previous swing. We went higher and we went lower, right? We came up, we retest that, and what do? We came lower. And now what did you do over here? You retest the whole swing, if that's a failure or not. That means that this swing wasn't the failure of the whole structure. So we hold that. We had the higher close on the 1 hour. And now where do we go? Right? So this confirms this isn't a failure. We gain that and we go higher, right? And now what do we confirming? We confirming that this is still resistance as in the price action, right? We couldn't go higher than that. It was a daily open, I guess, even previous daily open, right? We bearish retest that one. And now we go to the mid swing and we carry on doing mid swing shit, or like range a little bit, and then we're gonna go again higher, retest that, or we're gonna go lower, retest that. You always retest the price, always. The retest of the price is technically checking if something is strong enough to hold or weak enough to fail, right? This, look what we did over here. This structure over here, what we formed, right? First retest, higher. Second retest, higher. Third retest, higher. Does that make this weak or strong? You lost sound? Are you for real? Can you hear me now? Please, someone can confirm you can hear me. Oh my God, please don't scare me. I had almost a mid-heart attack. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna carry on. So, confirming, right, with this, we confirm that this level is still strong to carry on and go higher, right? So we will go again and retest this, or even we might go higher. Just because this is the wick, it doesn't mean that we will gain that yet, right? We still need to go higher than this wick and close anything above it, right? That's the whole idea about it. So, right, start failing this. So you fail this, it means it's not anymore so strong enough to hold us. Then you go lower and test this one, what we've been once only been tested, right? And as well, how many times something it's been tested, came back to the level, it's creating already weaker than the previous swing, right? Because now the fourth time we're gonna come close to it, that might break that one already, right? Because there is so much strength into it to hold a level. That means there is so much money in this position to hold it higher. If it wicks to the support, you don't know if it's gonna wick, because technically this was whole body before it retraces, so you don't know that if it's gonna be a wick or not. But the thing is, you can play the retest of it, right? So for example, let's say we had this move, right? This move to the downside, we had a buyback and we go higher, right? And we didn't get high enough, and now we are struggling again, we go lower, right? So what you do, have a look on your oscillator, how does it look like, right? It doesn't give you like we still can go higher or we still can go lower. I mean, technically it looks on 1 hour that we might go higher, right? So why not, any kind of case, keep this wick as your stop loss, right? So that means, oh my god, wrong one. This as a stop loss and follow the price action, right? Follow the price action where it's gonna go. Like you follow somewhere over here and start ladder into it. It choose 0.7%. Depending on your leverage, you shouldn't be over leverage, but why not having couple orders over here and this as your stop loss? What do you risk on 0.7%? It's not that much if you are not over leverage, right? You still can take the swing of it, or try at least. And if it's not works, and if we will continue failing, right? I mean, it's just 0.7%. It's nothing wrong to have a stop, to have you end or to get hit in a stop loss. It's nothing wrong. It happens to me as well, always. I'm not saying that I'm hitting 100% all of my trades. No, it happens that you get stopped out sometimes, especially on alts. Like, it's a risk. It's a part of the job as well. You cannot think that you're never gonna get stopped out or something, or you're never gonna lose money in the market, because it still happens, no matter what. We don't know how deep the price will go. We can assume, but we can take positions with the risk management as you wick, for example, because we took that liquidity already. We had the buyback from it, the strong buyback, right? Simple as that. This was a strong buyback from it. We came back into the range. That means the price, we might fill the wick again and then go lower because there is not much anymore to take, but we still can carry on like it did. The wicks are quite important in the decision of did we take quite enough liquidity on it, yes or no. And I can bet you, if you put the liquidity bands or the levels on, that this was 150, there you go, 150 axes got taken, there you go, 150 axes are got taken. Most of the times, those are the reversal points when price get into it. Same can happen over here as well. Come into it, wick into it, right? Wick here, close the wick here, have a lower close over here, and you have a reversal. But then you retest this area, you close below this, the next moment that you come here, you are failing it because you had retest everything. It might happen. It doesn't need to, it might happen. Right? That's why 150 axes are super key and super important if you're gonna take them or not. Right? Look at that. That's the only thing what we are doing in this range. We take 150 axes from both sides. That's why there is as well one over here and one over here. Simple as that. Come back into it, what you're gonna see. Definitely any kind of pullback from it, right? Differently, same thing. Come here, and you have as well, same thing, right? And you can play it like a ping pong from it. Make sense? Or did I break some brains? But anyhow, look how the price action, like set up for yourself the swings, the 4-hour swings levels. Set them up for yourself on any kind of chart and look how the price action react on them. Like even this on 4-hour, right? We came perfectly back into it, we retested, and right now we are start failing it. Right? What are the color code levels? Color code levels? What do you mean by that? I don't have color code levels. I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, liquidations levels. Yeah, okay. So color codes, they are set as default. You do not change them if you are not able to read them without colors. So the 150 are the yellow and the orange. Those are the most important. Yeah, so you have the 50x are the orange, no, sorry, yellow, and 100x is orange. I like the orange because it's makes me think that this is Trump and it's get liquidated always. So that's a little bit funny joke from inside of my. Anyhow, that's the color coding of it. Now, I want to go by the predictions what we said Sunday. Predictions, I don't want to say prediction because it's not prediction, it's a TA, what we was writing it down Sunday. We didn't have the move upwards and we didn't do the flip yet, all right? This wick create the resistance in the whole range right now, and we came into it, and we are now going back to the lows, right? Technically, we follow the yellow line. We have the range, and then the right one played actually quite to the T. That's why I say we come to the lows, we close anything below, and we come back, and now we might follow it. If that's one's gonna follow and gonna close anything below, then the red one will go take over. Right? So it was technically both ways was to the T. What I drew. What I was thinking that we might do. Liquidity. Yeah. Oh, so you are using the trade difference, right? Trading different trading, or how you call them. Yeah, they are good. They are on point. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's same thing. If you use our liquidity or this one, it's the same same thing. Liquidity over there, yeah. Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah, nice. I like it. So yeah, kind of ish. It's still following the pattern. I'm gonna leave it like it is. Focusing on the swings. This is the most important, right? 104, regain that, then definitely we will go and get the 106 finally. But then that one, it's skyrocketing. I'm not caring about anymore the swing, but it's above us on 4 hour because that's not gonna be strong enough to hold us if we're gonna flip the daily swing, in my opinion, because that's one is holding us down still, right? Next, the one below us, 97, is the key point. And then we're gonna farm some bigger range maybe in it before we're gonna go and do major moves. It might, we don't know that. But so far, we are still here in this position. Now, before I'm gonna move on alts, I just want to go and look at, for example, show you some insight of the VIX, because that's quite, I'm leaning to that a little bit more lately, and I want to explain you that as well. Same thing what Viking was saying, there is one break below 16 points, then yeah, we're gonna go lower to that one, and that's all positive and as bullish as much for the whole crypto and even for Bitcoin. But flipping, like I drew over here, flipping the 16 and going to 24, that's gonna be positing for bearish position, right? So volatility, that might go crazy from tomorrow, because we're gonna see and have any kind of volatility events from Powell and whatever, or who is there speaking, or I don't care about it, but the things what I hear. But yeah, the volatility is gonna be there. So anyhow, we will see some major movements. Then mentioned as well on Viking stream, we have the buy sell on the hodl bot. That means that was perfect counter trade, and I mean, I took it even without this bot because that's the perfect swing fail of the 4 hour swing, right, on 1 hour. So there is another confirmation into it. PEXG, I mentioned that to the guys as well. I saw it already over here when we was failing this instruction. We grabbed the leftover liquidity that we might go to Q2, and somehow we are still going there. Cool fight, and then it will move. Yeah, please don't say about him anything. I'm done with him, and I'm happy when he's quiet. And I don't hear nothing about him and from him, then I'm happy about that. He shouldn't be allowed even to come close to social media. So Let me switch some music on. Yeah, so PEXG still going to Q2 strong. So that one had some failure, like gold as well. If we start to failing that. Then metric sides. And now it's getting a little bit interesting because we see already as in the range, we see from both sides some strength. That means for me, if I see that, means a squeeze of liquidity and formation of liquidity both sides, and then it will be deciding which one's going to be taken. But right now we are getting and creating point of control over here, right? Let's make me this white, going to be visible. This is point of control line of mid of this range. Like I said, failing this, going lower, then we have a pocket of low or nothing as liquidity. So quite a gap. Going inside that means we're going to be teleporting to 94K, right? And that's the 4-hour point of control of the whole swing. So that's going to hold us. Then definitely we will have some movement from it. And if it's going to be bearish, then we're going to do bearish retest and we're going to go lower. Can happen. Let's see. I don't know. But for now, we are going and facing a little bit the low area pocket and the low volume area, right? So let's see how that's going to be taken down. So far, 4 hours starts to cool down, but there is still room to move lower. And let me to move lower, and there is some stuff that's facing into the lower side as on chain even, and the flip of the capital flow didn't happen yet. We like I said, this is for me a squeeze. Same thing, we are squeezing with everything to the middle, and then the market, the money flow, the volatility will decide which way we're gonna push this, right? Makes sense? I hope so. This is how I'm seeing and looking at my metrics. As well as I was mentioning already for so long time, and this is no joke, because we are not even close with the volume that we used to do, right? Look at the volume what we used to do over here. And that's like April, March, February, right? Look at the charts over them. So if this is February, the volume what we had with the push what we did over here, quite heavy. Then March, this area. Then April, this area. And right now, what do we do? So tell me, is this move volume driven? Not at all. Not even close. So we are not even close that the market is dumping all of the money into the market technically. Because market makers didn't use any kind of volume, didn't use any kind of money to driven the market. Who did it? It's a retail driven, right? Look, you can see at the volume really, really close to it that we didn't even use the money what we should use. So imagine that right now, what can happen, right? Do this, hold this, and what you're gonna see, a most freaking bullish scenario ever, because then the volume is gonna do this and the market's gonna do this. Yeah, expect a little bit money. Yeah, you can say that as well. It doesn't mean that we need to do that. We still can do, right? We still can fucking around, do the high, fail that, and then bear market and alts take over. It might happen as well. But if you want to see the most bullish scenario ever and even go higher than 120, then you need to create something like this. Why? Because it always happened. Look, from this high to this low, what did you had? A spike. From this low to this high, what did you add? A spike. See? Market doesn't copy. each other or its own. It rhymes, and it always will rhyming. All right, so I hope that's make a little bit more sense. I'm not gonna break your brains too much about it because it's not really necessary to dive too deep into it. First thing first, this is the importance, right? So for now and for the next week, what you want to see, either way, it's gonna be volatile as freak. Doesn't matter. You want to see gain of this, a fail of this. Either way, we will continue, but you need to keep in mind that this U high and this U low, right? So far, that's what I see. I'm not considering this as a low yet. Okay, does that make sense? Do you have any questions about the swings for our? Technically, the only swings what matters. Because then I'm gonna go and have a look on some alts. No? No questions? Okay. Everything clear then. Gonna wait that some people are gonna see ya, Michal. See ya. Have a good one. Okay, I'm gonna go over. Yeah, have fun. Enjoy it. Boop doop. Oh yeah, speaking about that, thank you very much. Have a look on it and see if you like it or not. Everything's gonna be on YouTube. And yeah, so yeah, that's on the 4-hour swings right now. We are still ranging. We are in the mid-range, especially even. I'm trading below that, and let's see if we're gonna hold it or not, or we're gonna carry on, right? Now, let's go and have a look on some alts. When I'm interested, still in the short, took some profits in mid-range, and this is this exact the same position, right? Technically. So let me hide this. So this is hype 4-hour, right? It doesn't matter what you want to go lower or higher time frame. Look what we did. Exact the same to the T. Like you could take twice even that short, right? This U low, technically this was your mid range. Now that low been taken by this range already. I'm not considering this as a low yet. I'm considering this as a low because we came up and then we came low, and this is your mid high range. So this is your range on high. Same thing, exact the same thing what we do on Bitcoin. There's not much difference, right? But we're trading a little bit higher than that, and it's same, right? Flip the 26 and you go higher, and then fail the midpoint and you go lower, and you have the 23 as your low price, and you came into it. We had a buyback, and then another one. We did the same thing as on the Bitcoin, right? Because what we did over here was scary because the buyback of it was fine, but with that wick means that we test this area, and then we came lower to it, retest it again. We settled the new low with this technically, and now we are trading it to the upside, right? So we trading to the upside, and what do we do? Perfectly to the T, we failed the swing. And let's see, we're gonna carry on failing, or we're gonna pick it up and go higher. I don't mind. I don't mind to be stopped out. I don't care. Fine as it is. So that's trio. That's hype. Hype a really good position, but we broke the structure on it on 4-hour, and we didn't regain it yet. And regain means flip this and go higher, or flip, right, and then come back and then rebounds from it. So far, it's a range. Now let's have a look on Sue. Same thing. 4-hour range. How do you decide 4-hour range? You come from the low all the way up. First thing first, this was your first high, but that's not considered yet because it's been broken. Then you go higher, and this is your high, right? Then you come down. This is your low, technically on the 4-hour. You had again, all of the coins gonna do this. This was quite a volatile move, but we closed below this wick, so I consider the whole range been broken, right? And now what do you do? And exact the same thing. From this low, what do you do? Bearish backtest the whole swing, and right now, where do you are? Right? Makes sense? And this was quite perfect actually to take the short on it. Either way here, but this was even better. Yeah, 1.5, not bad. Or even better if you want to be risky, 0.7 on it. Good. Or sorry, from here, technically 1.1. I'm sorry, 1.1, even better. I would take that. But yeah, risk management sounds as well good if you have only, if you're not over leverage. If you're over leverage, then this is gonna be painful if you get stopped out on it. Then injective, freaking happy about that one. I couldn't ask for more. Like this move, what we did, that was ballistic. It was aggressive, ballistic. It was perfect. I was scared for a second that injective might not come back just because of this whole move, and we didn't regain that anyway, and we struggled over here, right? And so far we did it. We came higher, we close higher time frame on it. Right now we need to hold it. Hold it means go higher or come back, retest, and then you have a perfect way of trading into the upside. I'm happy about that one. Happy that didn't die on me, because injective has been quite along my favorite one to trade. Then Sui. Sui is doing exact the same move what it did over here, and it's gonna do the same thing. It will go lower, lower, lower. Hold this, technically the 3.4, and it will go and take out the latest resistance, because we took 3 of them. 1 retest on it, and that's all. And I think it's gonna do the same. So bullish as fuck on Sui. AVEX, happy about it as well. Finally show some strength. Finally we regained the whole move. Same as injective, right? Exactly the same. We had the move over here and then we spiked up, so we regained, and now we continue, retest, and then you have a continuation as well. Nothing bad to say about that. I'm happy about it. But it finally shows some strength. Solana. Still, it did good, and it's still doing good. It did the high on from the range, so technically not too bad. You don't want to lose that high, that low, 166. You just continue this range, and go higher. If not, then yes, I don't want to see failing this level. If that's gonna happen, then this is your next stop, 160. Not too bad for Solana, so yeah, perfect. TIA is doing great as well. I really want that it's gonna regain and flip 3.8 for the whole move to be correct, but so far good. Hold 2.9, and that's gonna be all happy days. Then Grass, freaking ballistic. That one took everyone by surprise, technically. But if you deep dive in the lower time frame, then you could grab that long. But so far, freaking good. What did you do? Came out from the range, the whole range what we settled. We've been ballistic to the upside. Unfortunately, we didn't gain the whole high of it. Still, not too bad. It's all good. We created a high movement from it, so that's fine. Now you need to hold it. By that, you flip the 1.8 or come back to 1.4, and then around somewhere over here, you have your high and low, right? That's what you want for it. Do you have any bigger continuation and higher movements? So far, great. You want to trade above this range. Don't want to go lower than 1.4 on it. Fightcoin. That one is a little bit on hold, I guess. They came into the bigger resistance. They still created higher highs on the close on the 4 hour. So that's good. That's really good and strong. And literally on the VIX as well. Yeah. The only thing what I don't want to lose is 1.2. Keep that range, right? If you keep this range and go grind into the upside, then you're gonna shoot it out from it. That's all good. Perfect. Either way, you're gonna fail that. It's still fine. It's nothing broken massively. If you're not gonna fail the 0.9.5, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna get this move. That's when it's gonna be too rough for it to do. I mean, technically we did it previously. We can still do it, but so far it's too strong, and I don't think it's gonna get that. But yeah, let's see. And let's have a look on the biggest meme coin. I need to stop to say that because it's shows some strength. So respect given by where it should be. And finally, it did the big move. We break out of the whole fucking down movement from whatever it came from. So far, we're holding it, we're grinding it. We had the push up again, and we're gonna retest right now the previous high. If not, we're gonna come lower and get 2.495 and have a movement from it. And then the next resistance is about 2K and 823. So you need to flip this level to have a higher movement. If not, still nothing wrong to come back and form some bigger structure on it or range or whatever, and then you might go higher, right? If someone is still believing in ETH or whatever, because one move still fine, but we still have some shitloads of work to do on it to show some more strength and to do some more damage to the upside, right? The rest I'm not really considering to, I think, go by Fed. Yeah, Fed. There was one person was asking me about it last time, I guess. Same move as Bitcoin. We had that deviation move from the range. We came in, bearish retested. It was a higher close on 4 hour, but not the highest one. So still good. Right now, you need to hold it. Hold it. You have a continuation range. If not, fail. Still nothing wrong about it. To come lower to this position, definitely. You will see any reaction from it. Yes, guys. Hey, Pete. If not, fail that. I mean, this is basically the perfect support to hold and have any reaction from it. If not, then definitely come around 0.7. So far, still good, still bullish, so nothing wrong about it. But yeah, we kind of losing the range if we're gonna go lower. Deep. Yeah, let's go by deep and see what this one is doing in. Hold that, swing. Same thing. I'm not considering this as a swing yet. Technically, yeah, it is, but I would like to see this in smaller range. I always aiming for the smaller range, then the breakout from it is going to be much better to aim for it. But yeah, it's sideways for a while. Definitely, I mean, that's a stronger to say, like, hold 0.18 and gain 0.21. That's all. Red. Gee. Definitely it's gonna be some meme, right? Any specific exchange what you want to look at it? What the fuck is this actually? Jesus, bro. Yeah, okay, you regain, you lost of the lows, so there's already like, okay, some strength into it. This you high swing, this you mid. That's nice. All right, you regain that. Cool. That's then happy days. So far, yeah, you grinding to the upside. And let's go to the 4 hour. Same thing, ranging. right? You regain your previous swing, so that's good. 0.08, you close above it, so that's good. But right now, if you can see it, it's technically the same like with the different charts what I show you. We deviated from it and we came back exactly into the range. Just because if I'm gonna, you know what? Let me put it like that. So just to remember that this is your previous swing. This is your high, this is your low, and you really want to hold that right now. This is your mid. So yeah, this is your mid. You lost your mid swing right now, and you're gonna go lower. You need to hold the 0.07. If not, nothing lost yet because you didn't break the whole structure to the downside, because this is your low, what holds you the whole swing. Well, you came up from it, right? Technically, the first stop, what you're gonna see, it's gonna be somewhere around here. You need to hold this because you flipped that and you still have a continuation, right? So you want to see this coming lower, still fine, but do not lose this, otherwise it's gonna be done deal. And holding this is your main perspective to see it go higher, right? And maybe it's overdue for some correction. A little bit, not much. Make sense? I would treat this as a high time frame as a higher range, just because it's a quite volatile meme, I guess. I have no clue what it is, if it's meme or not, but still. The good thing is you regain your swing, so that's good. You're holding your lows and you're creating kind of a structure to the upside still, right? You're still in the upside, you're not gonna break this. So that's good. But yeah, any pullback, that's fine. This is this, and yeah, either here, but you need to watch out the structure on the lower time frame is how it forms. Make sense? Technically, flipping this already, I would say like, yeah, you might go higher. Make sense, Pac-Man? Cool. NVIDIA. Shit. Been a long time I watched this. Could you leave your X here? Sure, mate. Thing is, there we have it. We have all of them. Oh, look at that. Back into the resistance, guys. I have no clue when apparently I draw it somewhere over here in February, and we are back into it. Strong move, to be honest. That regain, that Jesus. But look at that. Like, I cannot stretch it enough, guys. Like, look at that flip over here. This is such a great move and strong as hell. Holding one level straight. This is technically, if you will look at it, this is the V bottom what we always talk about. This move. If you see this, bullish as fuck. Till the next resistance, of course, but right? Makes sense? But yeah, I mean, there's not much to say yet about it, just because it had a really good regain from the lows what we did. And how much is this? Jesus, 31% movement. Fucking hell. That's nice. But right now, you are in the resistance, right? And I guess that's going to be on most of the stocks, Forex, and whatever, what they did from this move. So right now you're in the resistance. What you want to see is holding it, right? And by that means you can go higher. Still, if it's going to give you the strength to go higher, flip that, right? And then you are off. If not, you will see this move and you start to form any structure to the downside to hold, you swing, and then you're gonna go and have another one, right? Technically, you need to flip this into the bullish swing. Right now, you are resistance. If you're not gonna gain anything, right, you need to gain your swing. So technically, you want to first flip this or gain this, close anything above that, right? So then you want to come higher, close higher time frame, come back and flip it, right? Then you go. Or this might either way through the holidays or whatever range and then flip it. that might happen as well, right? Don't look at the dates because it's a high time frame, but it's a way how I'm always thinking now, and the things might go. Technically, it's not that they did that move. Like, I mean, yeah, you can say stretch it out a little bit, but we are creating now a bigger formation of the structure that we used to be in, right? If you look at it daily, how this behave and what we are doing right now, it's massive, right? So yeah, that's why I say I like flip this, bullish as frick, come lower, but gain anything, or either way, no. If you don't go and gain, it's still fine to go lower to retest things and then find the strength and go higher. That can be happened as well. You don't need to make a highs before to make higher lows. It can go other way. If that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it's clear from how I drew the levels like 5 months ago, and they still like freaking to the T. And I don't need to add anything else to it because it's still playing it out, right? This move is still carry on till the next open. You need to see and how that open. If that's gonna open higher, then yeah, you have some more continuation, right, into it, and you still continue till otherwise you start to break things down and close below, right? Do this, and then you might find you support and higher. Clear? Cool, 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 cool. But yeah, nice movement. I hope you took that and you grabbed that whole long on it, because that's incredible, 31% in one go. Not often you can catch them. So yeah, that's I guess I went through the list already. How we are doing. Ooh. Yeah, still facing to the side, right? Losing the mid. Let's see if we're gonna hold the low, if we're gonna carry on in the range. If so, yeah, it's perfect to play it both ways. And always, it's the best thing to play it both ways. It doesn't matter which area we go. Like if you are bullish, bearish, or the market is bullish, bearish, it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking give me any shit about it. I couldn't care less, because I still gonna trade both ways. Because that's why we have ranges. Why not? Right? Over here, I did exact the same. My longs from, which one was it? This one, what I took, right, with the stop loss below, it's still in play. Stopped out my short. I don't care. Fucking hell, I don't give a shit about that. I took the profits on it and let it be what it is. If you start care less about it, then you start make more money about it. It's weird what I'm saying right now, but I found myself in the position as well, like from the years already, how much I start to care about any move, about the candle formation, about patterns, or whatever people were saying to me. I found myself in rabbit hole to not to take any trades because it was holding me down, and I missed out on them. When I can say like, Jesus, like fucking form a range. Okay, now I see any formation on it. What's the low? This is the low. Put your stop over there. Take any position from here and let it ride. Do the same on the opposite side and see which one's gonna play out. And there you have it. Either way, you make money. You lose a little bit, or maybe in break even, and the rest is history. Same here. So yeah, it's I know it sounds easy, and I know it's maybe easy to say, but if you start practicing, and like I said, you need to practice that constantly and backtest. It's not that I'm saying you need to throw the money on it and see what sticks. No, because that's how you're gonna lose at most of it. Swings, use the swings. Try to use them. Even better, use the swings with freaking stew fibs. You have two confirmation already in the same place. Add the liquidity to it, you have three confirmations. How many confirmations do you want to have and to take any short or any trade? I'm sorry. right? Take profits, they are written as well. Mid-range, the mid of the stew fib, the low of the range, or the low of the stew fib. It's there. It's literally on a silver platter. But it's up to you guys if you take it or not, right? And it's all up to everyone who finds it easier or not. But this is it. I can't make it easier than this. It's basically the basic of trading. And literally, guys, you didn't even show me switching any kind of indicators of oscillators yet. Except, oh, I didn't even have the daily opens. I went so quick on it. But, oh, I'm sorry, 4 indicators. The previous daily open, bearish backtest that. You have 4 indications and confirmations for a short. What do we do right now? Jesus, even better. Let me switch this off. And let me switch this off. Let's go by opens only. AI auto charting tool, right? What does it say? It doesn't give you exact the same levels kind of as the swings, right? You high, previous daily open. What do? Bearish backtest. We came lower. We came higher. What do? Bearish backtest. Previous swing, previous weekly. What's holding us? February. And previous daily open. So what do we do over here? Make sense? This AI charting tool is and should be on all of you charts as basics and as standard. It shouldn't be even off those lines because those are the most important, heavy-weighted, and legit, most accurate levels what you can have. How they play out. And gives you the most accurate as well directions. What does it say that we hold in February? We are above trading from previous 5 months price action. Is that level strong or is that level weak? I think it's clearly and safe to say with this February open over here and this bearish backtest that level was fucking strong to hold us down for 5 freaking months on price action, right? And went even from, what was it? Wait, let me, oh my God. So we went from 100K basically to 74. That's a nice move from one open only. Freak. That's incredible if you think about it actually. But hey, they are there. They are there for a reason, right? And that's why I said, like, use them. And by that means, I mean, go switch them on and test them, how they played out. See when they open, what did they do? How did they do? And why did they do it? What did we do after that? Did we come back to that level? Did we hold that level? They are there to backtest it. It's easy as that. You don't need to throw the money on it and see if this works or not. No, don't do that. Just go back and backtest it. Right? Then, second indicator what I'm using, sometimes I'm using as well, choose if I'm not sure of anything. ALGO Master. And technically what I have over there is the most basic things ever. I guess 2 things or 3 things. 2 things. Oh, I have the automated stew fibs just to check something. But the most important thing when I have it, yes, I don't use the colors for it, are the bands and the order looks. And what do, oh, look at that. That's amazing. We are coming into the band. And look what we're forming over here. Overlapping order books on top of the price action. So it's a resistance position as well, right? To go and grind this, it's gonna take a while. So we still have room to go lower and then try it, hit it again, right? And then of course my most favorite one is the liquidations. That's all. And I don't need even to look at the oscillator most of the times. Like, I didn't even look at that one. Yeah, we're cooling off with the move to the downside. But with the regain of that, right, you can clearly see the regain and bearish retest and the fail of that. What did you do with the oscillator? Not much. Right? Makes sense, guys, what I'm saying? Or do you hear me even? Because we had some issue with the mic today, or with the sound on the Discord. But yeah, that's every single thing. It's there for you to grab. And if you don't take the trades, then something is holding you down. And you need to find out what's holding you down. What are you not confident about it? What makes you not to pull the trigger? That's literally, that's super important to find that out about yourself. It's hard, believe me, it's super hard to find not a weakness, but something that's not wrong, but something that's holding you down or whatever, or you gut feeling to say something differently, to find about it, right? Because, like, for example, Stu, like that mentioned as well, like every single movement to the upside into the resistance is gonna be aggressive. It's gonna give you vibe like, oh shit, that one's gonna be skyrocketing, but it doesn't need to. It always go faster, higher to retest anything than falling down of it or from it, right? It's the feeling, but it's the emotions what market wants you to create and have you. I don't give a shit about anymore, because to go inside on that, I'm not really emotional anymore, because I went through life quite heavily. So what do I focus on? I want to see this. Come into it, see how the price action behave over here. If I'm gonna go on the lower time frame and I see any failure on that, heck yeah, I'm gonna take the swing and stop us over here. Why not? Why not take that trade? For what else do we need to wait, right? What else confirmation do you want? Do you want a signal that says now you need to take this trade? That's never gonna happen. Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Yes, the signal, it's there. You got the signal. Either way, that was the signal. Why? Because it was confirming on all of the three oscillators. Either way, with the reversal as well. And after that, with trend rate. Before that, hidden divergence. All of them came up, bias of sellers as fuck higher. And you got the signal. So yes, you got the signal exact on the candle either way. There it was. If you want a signal in your face that it says now you need to short this. Now we're talking about the counter trade, the bot, right? I know that sounds weird, but it is a system what been taught in the community of MDX. But anyhow, for the people on YouTube, anyhow, it's still the same way, right? You trade the resistance. How? You try to see weakness to short it. You trade the support. How? You see if you can hold it to long it, right? You don't long resistance and you don't short the support. Make sense? Sometimes, off topic, sometimes I'm feeling like I'm frying brains from everyone over here, because everyone is so quiet and sometimes people are afraid to even ask questions, I guess. I'm sorry, but I want to make it as clear as possible to understand you guys how to behave in a situation like this. And this is nothing special or nothing weird about the situation at all. It's just to give you information how to trade. Because I bet you that most of the people still may be struggling with trading, or like I said, something holding that down before pulling any triggers on it. Or they oversee it, or they definitely overcomplicated everything. Because there is no necessary for it. There is no need to overcomplicate it or overthink about it. Yes, I know that around the whole world is the most bullish scenario and most bullish news ever in the news or whatever, if you listen into X or different kind of social media sources, I don't give a shit about it. I couldn't care less if someone on the internet says you need to buy now or you're gonna miss the whole pump. I couldn't care less. Why? I have my own strategy and I'm listening to my seller first before even reaching out to the internet and see what people are thinking. And in the day, that's never gonna change my mind about my trading and my strategy and my way of trading. If I'm gonna lose my trade, it's only because of me, only because I didn't do anything truly to my strategy or I didn't follow my own rules. That's done. That's all. The only one that I can blame is myself. You will never hear me blaming market makers, manipulations, internet, because that's bullshit. That's trying to blame something else, not to blame your own. Because still, it's your own strategy, it's your own TA, and you are the only one who's pulling the trigger. No one else makes you doing that. Right? Make sense? Clear on that side? You are so clear that we don't have questions. Shit. I need to try to do differently then to make it not so clear that people will maybe question it. Very good session. Thank you. Appreciate it. But that's why we are here, guys. It's to make it I cannot say as easy as possible, but as appealing and as clear as it is and it gets. Right? But yeah, I mean, of course you can go and smack all of the indicators on the charts. But either then, are you going to be confident pulling the trigger? No, not always. So yeah, and that's why I said, that's why I start doing this for you guys. Start showing you the swing points. Stu Phipps as well, because Stu doesn't do mentoring. He asks me to do them for him sometimes. Stu Phipps as well. Those two combined together, I can get you most basic, easiest, and high rate-ish trading strategy ever. That's it. But it's up to you guys how you gonna carry on, how you gonna pick this up, and how you gonna trade from it. Right? Because everyone has his own opinions and everyone has his own strategies and mindset, but as well ways of trading. And it's all good. It's fine if you are profitable. Perfect. Keep going. Keep doing that. Don't overcomplicate it and don't change anything then, I guess. Right? Wheels. Awesome. I'm happy about it. But yeah, the bot indicator. Yeah, I can show it again. Yeah. Can you only the bot indicate in the BTC chart or also? Oh, so sorry. No, you need to be on this one, BTC USDT only, because there is, it's not gonna work on all the charts. It's set for a chart only, so it's this only. You need to be on BTC USDT, otherwise you're not gonna see it. It's a weird setting for it, but hello Smurn. You're late. Again. Happy to have you here, mate. The swing points on Solana Sol, what you compare... Wait, what? Can you set out the swing points on Sol? Want to compare mine. Wait, come again, Wheels. I don't get your point. Your question, sorry. Swing on Solana. So, do I have it over here? I should have Solana over here. Fuck, I'm blind. Here. Can you set out the swing points on Sol? Want to compare mine? Used to compare from house, you... Cheeky fuck. Okay, you fine. Alexander, I will have a look on that one. His cat beat him up. Yeah, I bet his cat beat him up. He don't want to say that. Yeah. It will also be a dog. Yeah, I can wait for that one. Bro, you need to take pictures of that for hours. Oh, so yeah, the thing is, I'm really sorry for that, but the swing points are not automated. This is your only object tree and your own levels. You need to know how to set them out. This is not going to be automated. And to be honest, I'm sorry, but I don't want this to be automated just because I'm not sure if that's going to be the right way of doing it. Just going by the two fibs, when they are automated, they are not pulling right as well. It's hard to do that automated. And the thing is, it's not that hard to learn them and to see them because it's a high and low, the swing, midpoint, and that's all. So I rather want you guys to do it manually to be able to see them, that you know that you do them, and that you know that you are right of them. Because if you're gonna get automated, you're not gonna double check it if it's right or not. So it might confuse you, or it might direct you in a different direction, the opposite direction of it. If you get my point. Because you know that this is wrong fib, right? Technically it's a right one, but we are already way above it, right? So you're not gonna pull the fib right now here and wait for the price to come back to it. That's how you know that's wrong. So we know that because we know how to pull them. That's why you shouldn't have that the swing points automated, because it's clear that you can see them, right? It should be clear. If you want to learn them, then you need to know how to set them. Yeah, does the cat agree on that one? Yeah, exactly, Smurn. Did you ask for the permission, by the way? From the boss? Yeah, so far, yeah, so good, technically. Oh, okay, look at that. My swing is going well. My short on that one. He will be happy for the company when I'm... Yeah, be careful. He's going to replace you with the dogs company. Then you're going to start crying about it. If you're not going to be able to play with him anymore. Gee, boy, you're going to make there like a big ass animal shelter or something at your home. Yeah, beat the dog up. Yeah. Oh, I saw so many videos on TikTok when the cats beat out the big ass dogs. But hey, they're always right, right? You won't kill them. Sanctuary is the final destination for me. Yeah, I know that. That's a best idea ever, mate. Seriously. And I can't wait that you're gonna start it. Really, I want to know everything about it because that's amazing. And then I'm gonna come and visit you, finally. Yeah, that's his plan. That's his big plan. The end goal. The end game. Yep. So yeah. Anyhow, do you guys have any questions? Do you want to go by any tickers maybe to go and see what's going on? Chart for me, indicators, questions. Let me know. For now, the YouTube stream, I will shut that down for today. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciated you by watching it. Like, subscribe, or comment, or whatever what you do over there. I'm not the influencer, so I have no clue. I'm just doing this for fun. Anyhow, thank you very much. Hope you're gonna take some profits on you long shorts. Be aware, like I said, the levels are there. It's clear we're gonna be in the range for a while. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna see you on the flip side on Sunday. Oh, volatile days are coming, so be careful with that. Keep in mind. And keep a cool head with this summery, sunny weather outside. Have a good one. See you. Thank you. Bye.